Hello everyone and welcome to session 2 of the Total Transformation Therapy Programme. So let's get straight on, and you've been given your unlock questionnaire. This is so important because this is looking at your presenting difficulty, the thing that you're looking at changing, and it's part and parcel of the way that we see ourselves subconsciously, even if we're not consciously aware of it. And so we need to discover as much as possible about that self-image. So you may find some of the questions challenging, but please dig deep, really question yourself on what that means and why you think that. So let's say, for example, that someone thinks that they're aging, they're anxious, they're messy, ineffective and chubby perhaps. So just query that. What does messy and ineffective mean to you? What does that exactly mean, and how does it feel? So fill in as much detail as possible, and this will be useful in our next session when we get together. So do that now and stop the recording and get on with it now if you haven't already done it. So my gift to you then is that I've spent hundreds, if not thousands of pounds over my lifetime on personal development, and I've been searching for fulfillment, I suppose, and successful personal change. So my aim on this programme is to share with you what I believe to be the tools and techniques that give you the biggest changes and the most successful long-term results. So for successful long-term change, we all have many beliefs that are affecting our lives and can cause us to self-sabotage different areas of our life, our work, our relationships, or just ourselves. So what do you believe? Some of the beliefs I hear regularly are things like, I can't change, I've tried and it just doesn't work. I'm being held back by those around me, they're sabotaging my success, I'm scared that this won't work, I've tried so many things. I view foods or drinks as bad foods and drinks, and even though I don't want to have them, I still have them. It's in my genes, that's what we're like. We have one chocolate and we eat the whole box. If I change, I won't be able to have fun anymore. What I want isn't available to me. I'm sabotaging my success, and I've always done that. Even things like attracting money and keeping it is a challenge for me. So these are the types of things that I hear on a regular basis. So I want you to make a note of what you really want to change, so that you feel as though you're successful, happy in every area of your life. So what do you want to transform? Just make a note of 3 things that we can work on today, because we want to blast those out of the water. This is really important to make this long-term change that you really, really love. So today we're going to focus on how you feel about some old beliefs and feelings. We're going to use 3 remarkable techniques, I think, to zap these forever. One is called the Russian doll technique, which I'll tell you more about these in a moment. The other one is symbology, hypnotherapy technique. And the third one is the bilateral alternating stimulating technique, or BLAST. All of these get astonishing changes, but as we all are completely different, you may prefer some to others, and deep down you may know which ones are really going to help you in certain situations or to overcome certain issues. So firstly, the Russian doll technique. This is completely unique hypnotherapy technique. The results I've found are completely outstanding. It quickly and easily eliminates really tough problems and beliefs and clears our mind of blockages that give rapid state changes. It's fast, it's fun, it's great to do with adults and children. It can be used for addictions, irrational fears, phobias, just beliefs that you want to change. You'll have a recording, so I won't be doing the actual session on this recording now, so you can use it at any time, at any stage in the future. So stop the recording now, stop this PowerPoint presentation and go and listen to your Russian doll technique, and I'll see you back in a few minutes. Welcome back. I'd be interested to know how you found that. Send me a message. I think it's great. I think it's great fun, and it makes me feel really, really good. So let's hope that you feel the same way too. Now it's time for the symbology technique. Symbology allows you to experience massive change in just a few short minutes. Symbology is fantastic for dealing with common fears and phobias. It can resolve issues quickly and easily and leave you with wonderful resources for future empowerment, because it makes you feel so amazing afterwards. Not only is symbology good at removing unwanted and unpleasant things, it's fantastic at installing those emotions and empowering thoughts and beliefs such as confidence, certainty, personal strength, power, anything that you feel you need to have more of. It helps you to become the kind of person that you want and need, so that you can live that life that you truly desire. So it's a great, great technique, and I'm really, really pleased to be sharing that with you today. So all I want you to do is to stop the recording here now, go to your recording for the symbology technique and enjoy, and see you back in a few minutes. Welcome back. Hope you had a great time. I love that. I'd be interested to know what your symbol was and how it changed. So let me know more. I really, really look forward to hearing from you. So the third technique then is called BLAST. BLAST is a desensitizing technique which works really fast and effectively at overcoming challenges and making change. It's an advanced form of eye movement desensitization reprocessing, which I've been practicing for years, but this is a new form now, and I like this because this bilateral stimulation of both brain hemispheres, primarily through eye movements, so when you keep your head still and you just use your eyes in different directions, but with this one we use a sensory stimulation and I use light. So it produces noticeable changes with regard to emotions and your experiences, and it rapidly reduces any excess beta wave activity in the brain, which is associated with stress. So it's a great way to make you feel completely relaxed and stimulate that parasympathetic nervous system, which we really, really want. It influences the neuropathways of the brain through this bilateral stimulation through both brain hemispheres, because they're activated, and then they're basically then able to get rid of any unwanted thoughts and experiences. So let's do this one now. Stop the recording and go to your BLAST technique now. Welcome back. And now I'm going to give you two wonderful little techniques. You've got handouts for these. These are techniques that you can do anytime, anywhere. The first one is called the butterfly hug, and just a thought can trigger anxiety, worries and self-sabotage, but we must address the emotion as it occurs every time and find a way to get through that specific moment to help with long-term change. It's a combination of EMDR, that's we've mentioned already, hypnosis and neuro-linguistic programming, which you've probably heard of too. You can do this anywhere and it only takes about 5 minutes, and this really, really works. So again, stop the recording and I'll take you through it in a few minutes. So you've got your handout in front of you. Let me just take you through it then. The butterfly hug technique is great. Basically, all we want you to do is to close your eyes. So you can do this as I'm reading out the format. So just close your eyes and concentrate, if you want, on the things that you want to do, things that you want to change, some way to make you feel relaxed and calm. So perhaps something's been winding you up, or you're stressed about something in particular, or you're worried about something and you really just want to bring that emotion down. So imagine yourself in a safe place in your mind, a safe, comfortable room, your own island, maybe a beach, a beautiful garden. And what I want you then to do is to think about on a 0 to 10 scale, where 0 is no problem at all and 10 is extremely emotional. Where does this make you feel at the moment? Where are you on that scale when you think about that issue that's affecting you? Just give it a number. Good, and if you've got that now, all I want you to do is to start tapping on different sides of the body. So in the picture you can see that you can either do it with your arms crossed here, or you can do it on your lap, which you can't see in my recording, but you can imagine what I'm doing. So you just imagine that you're in that safe place, you've got your eyes closed, and just continue tapping until that feeling, so one hand at a time. One hand at a time, until you feel that feeling subsiding. Normally it takes a few minutes. I'll close my eyes and focus on something and just imagine this. Letting go, relaxing. So you can carry on like that until you feel completely in control, calm. And then take 3 deep breaths. And now imagine a beautiful white light surrounding you, filling up your body with light, power, positivity, or whatever you're needing at that moment in time. Imagine then that your positivity and your strength reserves are being topped up to the maximum. From your feet all the way to your head, feel any anxiety, worries or stress just drifting away from you, disappearing. Good. Now I'm feeling calmer. I hope you are too. It's a great, great technique to get you back into control, just feeling as though you've had a wonderful hug and feeling much better. So now we've got the self-care protocol for the blast technique, which I shared with you earlier. So this is great to overcome, again, emotions, anything that you've got a fear for. It's brilliant before any public speaking. It also helps with any illnesses. So things like chronic fatigue really and fibromyalgia really benefit from this. So anything where there's inflammation in the body, because this bilateral stimulation calms that stress response, as all the processes are in the same part of the brain. So it's really great to do. So again, close your eyes, just sit in a really relaxed position, hands on your knees and feet on the floor. And then start to think about how you're feeling and what you're experiencing and what you want to overcome. Think about what emotions and sensations you're aware of, where you are feeling these at their strongest, where you are on a scale of 0 to 10 again, 10 being the worst ever felt. Where are you on that scale? And now just start focusing on relaxing. Tap with one finger on your left hand and one finger on your right hand, tapping on alternate sides of the face. So we tap just above, and this is not, some people say, is this the tapping technique? It's not eye movement desensitization repressing, EMDR. It's not that, is it? It's something else. It's completely slipped my mind. But you know, it's not the tapping technique because I'm not qualified to do that. But this I am qualified to do because it's the blast technique. So you may find that there's some similarities. Emotional stress release, I think, is one of them. So anyway, we'll go through. So all you need to do is to tap one finger at a time above your eyebrows and count between 1 and 20. So we'll do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then on your cheeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Still focusing on what you want to overcome. You know, keep that in your mind and trying to hold on to that feeling. Then on your chin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's just come to me, emotional freedom technique. It's not that. Okay, now on your collarbone, because some of these you might remember from, they're very similar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Take a nice deep breath. Release. Say, I'm okay. I'm all right, I'll handle it. Whatever it is that you need to be told at that time. And close your eyes and recheck where you are on that 0 to 10 scale. See where you've moved to. It will come down. Generally it will be affected and in a positive way. And then keep going. Rewind the recording or look at your handout again and go through this again until you get to ideally 0. Brilliant technique, really easy to do wherever you can and can really help to reduce that stress response, which is what we all need. So now you have client worksheet 1. So this is so important that you actually do this as part of the success of your therapy. So you must complete it daily. I have seen people who obviously haven't completed it. They've completed it just before they come back to see me a week later. That's not going to help you. This is your therapy. This is your way of improving. So you must complete it daily to achieve the results that you really want. And we're going to make fundamental changes to the way that you view yourself and your core identity. So we need to remind your brain regularly between now and next week about the new you to get the best results possible. So just be honest. Even if some responses are negative, it won't affect me. It doesn't matter, and it will help your success to write down exactly how you feel. So on your sheet you see that the first box is your current core identity. So you just need to write a sentence about that and write it every day, depending on what's changed. It might be exactly the same, but if it might have changed, so write it out again, whatever it is, just a sentence about your current core identity. And then I want you to write about your ideal self. What do you want to be? Who are you going to be? What are you going to look like? What are you going to feel like? What are you going to do? What are you going to be your new habits? Your ideal self. And then I want you to go to the next page, which says, how do you think about this therapy? On a 1 to 5 scale, do you think it's a 1, it's not working at all? Or do you think it's a 5? Are you feeling really good about this? Does it feel as though you're really moving in the right direction? So fill that in. And then how do you feel about your ideal self? So where are you again on that 1 to 5 scale? And this may change every day between now and when I see you next. So that's brilliant. You've got to do it every day though, remember. So your action plan then for this week is to keep doing your habit chart. Tick it every day, tick it, get that momentum going, get those habits in place, get that there forever, and then finish and let me have your questionnaire that I gave you at the beginning of this session, if you haven't done it already. Work through any worries or anxieties with the techniques that I've given you today, and then fill in that client worksheet daily. Please do this. Keep in touch with me. Ask me if there's anything I can do to help you. I'm here, that's my job, so please let me help you. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.